Right, morning everybody. We're at Diva Springs today, just got my ticket. Rest of the gang there waiting. There's Andy, Banton, Steve, Andy and Jolene. So we're here at Diva and I think we got lucky with the weather because I think it's the only nice day of the week. It was a bit miserable yesterday. Ooh. What's that down there? Is that a rainbow? See that one down there? We just, wow, I didn't even cast it when he spooked. So yeah, we had a wee cut last week here, which is looking great. Got my usual outfit today, guys. Okay, as ever, 9.5, 7 weight, floating Rio still water elite line. Lovely line. A lot, you know, when you're on a still water, if you're stalking, you're not using it for casting that much, but if I need to cast it 30 yards, it's a lovely line, it will do. And today, for a change, you're not going to believe it, no copper, no gold, no perch. I'm going with one of the new heavy 4.5mm Damsels with a little bit of UV in the tail. I don't know why. I was tying a, well, I've been tying a batch, haven't I, for the last 3 weeks of Damsels, about 2,000. I was tying a couple of heavy ones for Paul, I thought. Just... Was it? And he took it straight away, did he? And now that carp's a lump and all, it's like £30. Joe was just saying, Jolene, she hooked the big resident carp in here last week. I got shorts on today, it's nice, and I had just a t-shirt on, but in the shade it's a bit cold, so I put the hoodie on. But I got a feeling that'll be coming off fairly soon. Lovely. I think there's been a mad rush to the spring lake. It's always fairly, you know, fairly sort of shallower area that way, and then you come here, starts to deepen off. You can see there, look, it's a lot deeper there. And then that bank there, oh, there's a big fish there, there's a big fish there. I wonder if he's going to want to play. Oh my golly gosh. Oh no, don't die on me, don't die on me. Oh, look at that. He woke up now. First cast on the new Paul's Damsel. What a start, what a start. First cast. Look at that big tail on that Damsel. Oh, let's get him dispatched. Right, there we are, guys, all dispatched. That was unbelievable. I didn't think, I don't know, he was, I quite like the fish when they are moving around a little bit quick, and I think they're a little bit more aggressive, but fair play. I didn't think he was gonna grab that as good as he did, but first cast, meter of line out, and we're into that lovely, what will we say, £6 beauty on the Neil Perry stringer. Let's get him on there. Brilliant. A brilliant start, guys, to my day. Let's show you that fly again. Here we are. It's a Damsel, okay, medium olive. Okay, so it's 4.5mm black tungsten, olive shimmer, and a couple of strands of mirage and UV. Brilliant. What a start. What a start. Didn't I wasn't convinced he was going to take that easy, but he did. A brilliant start. So everybody darted off that way, didn't they? They dived at the spring lake, walk around here, was a little bit quieter, grabbed a bonus fish. Lovely. Carry on walking round. Good start. My good friend Oliver. Oliver, morning, how are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, good. Anything yet?
Not much, nothing special at least.
I just had one on there straight away. Yeah, on a damsel. Something heavy, yeah.
Spare one,
Did you get those damsels in the week?
no, I wouldn't receive
Well, they would have gone off early because I put a couple of freebies in there for you as well.
it. Well, I got the gold ones.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
I had them last week.
Ah, that's good, that's good.
That was the freebie you gave me.
Ah, that was it, was it? Ah, cool. Cool, I just seen a nice fish working its way around here then. Where did he go? Here he is. There's another. Totally different reaction off that fish. Didn't want to know. Right. What a lovely, lovely day. Let's have a little look here. Gonna have a little look in the stock ponds. Jamie and the boys won't mind me having a look. Wow! I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's a ton of fish in there without a polarising lens on, and there's an absolute ton of fish in there, and some big lumps there. There's some blues, there's some big browns, but they're on the bottom. Big rainbow here with big shoulders. Ooh, Spartics there, look, with the white edging on the fin, just on that bit of gravel. Big blue there. Some big fish happening here. There's a fish after it, I think, yeah. He grabbed that lovely, didn't he? On that damsel. I seen him rushing after it. I couldn't see the fly very well, but yeah. You're not fighting very hard today. The problem is getting there on that damsel. Another nice fish though. Lovely. Let's get him all dispatched. There we are, number 2. Same fly, that damsel. You can see that there, right in that top lip. That one coming out, was it? Oh, no, that one coming out. Lovely. Put that clean off. All dispatched. Lovely. Damsel again. Lovely. Fish number 2. Snap of that one. Lovely fish. Lovely tail. Oh. Excellent, get me other stringer out. So it's a good idea that, get Neil to do 2 stringers. My other one's on willow, isn't it? So we want to be carrying that round all day? No. Just get Neil to knock up another stringer. One in each lake. Excellent. Right. Get him in there to keep nice and fresh. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That made a bit of a wash. See, it's a good mesh. This is a replacement rubberized mesh, so no, or not too stinky. It doesn't soak up any water or slime when you wash it off. Excellent, excellent. So I think, guys, I'm going to have another couple of blind casts in here, I think. So you've got a bit of weed there, look, little patch there, and a bit of a deep hole there. It's not the deep hole peg as we call it, but tell you what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to change the flight to something a bit flashy because I can't see it that well. I can see it when the fish comes running at it, but so I'm just going to change a fly set guy. But we know that's a winner and a keeper. Anything?
No, I missed one on the left. I just lifted it up, just recast it up the end of the fly.
Did it?
Properly. I've had quite a few follows and chases.
Always keep your eye on that patch there.
Yeah,
See, that's,
no, that's good there.
that's that slightly pale patch because there's a little stream that comes in here, we think.
Yeah.
Alright, Paul?
Yeah.
Any more?
No, a couple of chases, you know.
I've had another one, I've had 2 now, and I pulled the fly away from a few. On that Damsel again, then I changed to a flash because it was difficult to see, you know?
Yeah, well, I've just gone away from the flash. I put that green thing on. I showed you this morning you tied me.
Yeah, that
Yeah, so
that leech, yeah.
They keep on coming back and forth. Well, in between Andy and my father and Joe's had a couple, like Andy. Looks like this place until they stop.
Yeah, you look on Spring Lake up there and you know, if you look around you can't see hardly anything, but you know this fish there.
You see the 2 big carp in the top corner?
I didn't see them.
They were in there. I did put a fly past them, but they didn't want to know.
Timed that just right, and well done. You seen any fish there?
That was a nice one. Just yeah, there's quite a few swimming around under there. Nice one, just shot past out to the weed now.
Nice one. Well done, mate. Well done. Yeah, I've done 2 as well before breakfast. Usual rule.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah. What have you had? What have you had?
One rainbow so far.
Good, 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 good,
Bob.
good, good.
Yeah, they weren't really going for stalkies or anything. But put this on.
Do you like it now, they?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Lost one,
Yeah.
which obviously felt like a big frown to me.
Oh, probably the biggest fish in the lake,
I
as
reckon it
they always are.
didn't get sight of it. It was only on
Yeah.
You see him going for them.
Yeah, I reckon if you chucked an indicator out there with a little bright orange something on, you wouldn't be waiting long either.
Yeah.
Steve, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You had a fish yet?
2.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
2. I'm pulled away from a few, no little ones.
Tom's had one, which
Yeah, I
is,
seen him having off the point. I seen him have that.
pleased to see. I've had one take and that's it. What are you catching on this morning? Usual?
No, I caught on a damsel. I put a damsel on first thing, and I don't know why, but I fancied the damsel, and they loved it. And then I was fishing in the corner, you know, just before the very corner where there's that deep sort of blind spot for pulling there, and they were coming to the damsel, but I was struggling to see it, so then I changed to a flash. But I haven't had any joy on this yet. All right, Tom, you've had one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
I had this on a white fly, one of your all white heavy things.
Nice.
I'm not sure what to put on next.
Whew, right, I think I'm going to just head down this way and take my fleece off. It's warm, isn't it, now? Right, let's go and just get rid of the fleece. A couple of fish. Oh, there's a trout. Now he's pushing out to me. Some more of the stock pond deer. A lot of fish there. That's, I'm guessing, but 3-4 pound bracket in there. Probably a bit smaller in there. Plenty of them. I knew they used to have a lot of Spartics in this back one. I don't know what they've got now. Blues, is it? Lots of blues. Good God. A lot of blues here. I think they think it's feeding time. One trout out there, but he didn't look over happy. Jamie. River. A fish rising in there then. On these warm sunny days it doesn't get any easier as the day goes on, so it's always good to get a couple of fish early. on, you know, pulling or stalking. And then you've got to, when it gets tough, then start perhaps changing up the methods. You know, static, let it drift into little bays there where you think the fish might be. Young Tom, he's had one already. Well done, Tom. Right, time for a beer. Right guys, okay, I hope you can see me. I got the camera propped up on the diva trout. Let me just move it round a little bit. I think we're pretty good though. So I'm sat here, it's about 10 o'clock now, so we're not far from breakfast. I'm having a beer with young Tom. Tom's not having a beer, he's having a raspberry coke. How have you got on today, Tom, so far? Oh, raspberry Pepsi. You like that, yeah? Yeah, I like that too. Good. So how many fish have you had then, man? You've had one, haven't you?
So far, yeah.
What did you get that on?
A white fly.
Oh, I seen you landing that on the point at Spring Lake, wasn't it? Did you see the fish coming for it, or?
Yeah, I did actually. Came right and then just I stopped it and found it.
Yeah. Now it seems to have gone quiet, isn't it? It's at 10 o'clock before breakfast, but I think what's happened now, that sun's come up quite strong.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling to see any fish. I've just got a feeling those fish have gone down a bit deeper. So I think my tactics after breakfast, I'm going to show the guys how to rig up with an indicator, and I'm going to drift a fly into that bay. I think there's fish in this bay here, lots of fish in this bay. Yeah. And I'm going to sort of chuck an indicator out about 3 foot deep and let it drift into it. I tell you what, we could actually rig it up now. So I'll take off my absolutely super duper Damsel, or I caught my fish on this morning.
I might do the same actually.
Well, I think it needs to have a change after breakfast because we're struggling now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very cold punk IPA, lovely. So this Damsel has done me well this morning. It wasn't easy for me to see, but I could see the fish when they were coming at it. So that heavy 4.5 mil Damsel, but I'm struggling to get any bites at all now. So I've got my bug box here now, and in there's caddis, there's some daddies, there's some elk hair, some chenille worms and buzzers, and the odd bright orange blob and things like that. So that's where I think I'm going to go. So it's either going to be a buzzer or a bright orange little tiny blob and let it drift through. But I think getting the depth right at about 3 foot could be the answer. So I'm tempted to go for the buzzer. So you might have heard it, a red arse buzzer, standard black buzzer, red cheeks. So let me get my 90 watt glasses out. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to change the fly. Not now. Right. So much better. So, okay. Hang on now. There we are, a little red arse buzzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Open that down, up in the thumbnail. Yep. And now, indicators. Now there's a bag of indicators there. There's fish pond ones, there's ones with a hook built in as well. found those, or a couple of those. And my favourite is the airflow airlock ones. I think of an orange drifting through the middle. So it's like a little light bulb. Okay. So it's got a screw cap on the end, unscrew that little locking nut if you like, and then wherever you put that on the leader is going to set your depth. So I'm going to go, what's that, 2'6". So it's got a little slot there in the thread. And then put on that locking nut, tighten it up, and there we are. So wherever you set that indicator, that's your selected depth. If I want to fish this deeper, slacken it off, move it up the line, okay? So I reckon 2'6" with a red arse buzzer. So I'm going to chuck that into the bay, probably after breakfast now, and let it move around into there. And I think it's going to move over where some fish are hanging around, coming off that stream there, a bit more oxygen perhaps. And I'm going to try that method later on anyway. You're going to go on the same sort of, put the indicator on, yeah, your orange blob, yeah, gotta be. So I can put my box of bugs and bits and pieces away. So that's the plan of attack, guys, for after breakfast, which is about, and you've gone for a bright orange egg or a blob type pattern egg, yeah, orange egg, yeah, good as anything. Sometimes when you use those first, they can be a bit buoyant, can't they? So sometimes drop them in the water to squeeze the air out of them. Get all the air out. Excellent. So that's the plan of attack, guys. After breakfast, me and young Tom are going to have a go on the indicator, but I reckon that is going to be the method, guys. Okay, so we'll have another beer. Tom will have another raspberry Coke, raspberry Pepsi, which he likes, and we'll speak to you around breakfast or after breakfast. Bye bye for now. Happy days. Right. Right, we've had a beer. Oh, I've had 2 little beers, only little ones. And now it's time for breakfast. Starving like Marvin. Ooh. Smelling good.
It's quite nice. Sometimes Andy a paddleboard and like we some the other day and there plays a jellyfish.
Right, guys. What have we got? Fish tally. Andy 1.
Couple.
1.
None.
Oh, okay.
Not for trying.
You missed a couple,
Couple didn't get anything. See them not went in the head this morning, they've just stuck to them heads and I've moved them later on that side, yeah. So, yeah.
Right, guys, just had a lovely diva breakfast. And now ready to rock and roll. Put the net on the back. Get on there. Right. Glasses, sunglasses. There we are. I might have left another pair in there because I got so many. Check. Yeah, another pair there. So, right. Okay. Good, lovely breakfast. So, I think conditions are going to get tough now. Wasn't a lot caught just before breakfast. Sun's bright now. I'm gonna try the buzzer on the indicator into this bay. A bit of a stream here, I think, fish coming into this bay. Glasses on you. It does look like that water has coloured up. Right. What's that, mate? Right, I'm going to try a buzzer on the indicator. See you much?
Look at the brown, but it's not too small.
There's one there, is it?
I haven't had anything so far. There's fish about there.
When that sun comes out, you can see so much more, can't you? No wonder. There's a good one coming up on your right now. See him?
Big one on that.
Getting a bit of action there, mate, do you?
Just had another one now. No size to it, but it's another fish, you know.
Aye, aye.
It's a lump of a brown up there when I came back down.
Oliver said he
Big
lost a good
turtle.
brown and all, yeah.
And lad up there just had a nice little brown as well,
Did
yes.
he?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Not sure he had it on mine, but yeah, it looked a nice, you know, nice lean brown. There's a few, I went on the point there, so I thought
Yeah.
I'd give it a go, but all the fish seem to be down where the ripple is, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a fish there coming across? See him? Yeah, right. You found him.
They're down deep as well, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he
he's
was
fine
having.
now.
Oh, another one come in. Go on.
No, he's on. You can see. I'm changed fly now because that's a few I've had refused. I tried everything, went back to the golden mirage, caught that one.
It's deadly in that fly.
Golden black, I reckon.
Well, I got a buzzer on an indicator. I was trying to drift one into that bay, you know. But no, the orange blob is normally the one, isn't it? Seems to be a few fish out there, Paul, doesn't there? Right, we got a buzzer out there on the long line. Well done, Paul. What do you change to? Paul's in, just changed his fly. Bagged up. Good man. I don't know what happened with my fly then, did it? I thought something wasn't right. I didn't tighten it. Back up. I didn't like the look of that when I cast it. I thought, did it slip? I can see a few fish out around that area, so let's just watch that indicator. I seen that fish heading towards that then. Took that buzzer a treat. Took that buzzer a treat. You can see the indicator. First cast, the indicator slipped right down to the fly. I didn't think it was right, but yeah. Brought it back in, checked the depth. Nice clean Diva rainbow on the buzzer, on the indicator. Let's get them all dispatched. Lovely, there we are guys, fish number 3 on the indicator and a buzzer. So you can see the depth from there to there, look. I seen that fish coming across. There we are, what's that? 18 inches deep. Typical. Right in the lip. Perfect. Red ass buzzer. Right guys, I didn't realise the time, having such a ball. It's about 3:30 now, so I think 2 hours back. And I think I'm going to hit traffic at this time of day, and it's 5:30 in Newport, so it's a good time for Martin Williams to say signing off. 2 on the Damsel, 1 on the buzzer. Bye bye for now.